Thousands of Americans are given a financial death sentence every year.
This after they're mistakenly put on something called a Social Security Death Master File. Carol 11's AJ Legault is here with the story of a St. Paul man who supposedly died and turned to our investigative team for help with his resurrection. AJ?
Hey, Randy and Julie, it was Mark Twain way back in 1897 who said, "The report of my death was an exaggeration." It's a statement that could be echoed by the subject of tonight's investigation.
For a dead man, Stephen Monno sure is hungry.
Yeah.
Life dealt him some challenges, and he's not a man of many words.
No.
But he's adamant that he's very much alive.
I know I am.
Stephen lives independently and most days can be spotted pedaling his way to work.
I was at work when I first found out.
What he found out while at his job stocking produce at Cub Foods in Roseville
I did not believe it at first.
would come as a surprise to anyone.
I'm dead.
Dead. It says so right on his tax returns that got bounced back after his sister, Cindy McMurray, helped him file.
As our records indicate that the person identified as the primary taxpayer on the tax return was deceased.
It took just a quick internet search on one of those genealogy sites
He died on May 5th, 2010 at 42 years old.
for Cindy to find additional verification.
That's you, date of birth, date of death.
Damn.
After trying without much luck
Invalid option.
to navigate the various government agencies they were directed to,
Now they hung up on me.
Cindy asked Carol 11 Investigates for help. We determined Stephen was one of about 12,000 Americans who each year get mistakenly put on something called the Social Security Death Master File.
The Social Security Administration collects records on all deaths in the U.S. in order to help prevent fraudulent payments after people die. But get this, they don't fact check all those death reports they receive, and that can spell big trouble, even if you're not collecting Social Security.
That's because the government then sells that unverified data to credit agencies, banks, and business groups. So if there's a mistake, often as simple as a keystroke error, the living become, in the words of Stephen,
A ghost.
another one of those ghosts. Judy Rivers of Alabama testified at a Senate hearing last year.
Thank you for inviting me to speak about my experiences with the Death Master File.
She described her life after death.
I would reach the point of hopelessness, homelessness, financial destitution, loss of reputation and credibility, unable to find a job, an apartment, a student loan, or even buy a cell phone.
These life-erasing blunders have been going on for years. This 2011 Inspector General audit of the Death Master File found from 2007 to 2010, more than 36,000 living people were prematurely declared dead.
And so it's a very serious issue.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin wants to finally fix it. He's the co-author of a proposed bill calling for increased accuracy and verification, along with better policies for helping those like Stephen correct the fatal flaws.
It's really trying to focus on forcing Social Security Administration to provide a far more accurate Death Master File.
While Congress debates a fix, the not yet dearly departed face a life of constantly trying to explain the government's grave mistake.
Yeah.
When Carol 11 got a hold of Social Security for Stephen, they removed his name from the death file and gave him a letter that shows he's no longer deceased.
If I was, I won't be standing here.
So next time you're shopping at Cub in Roseville, say hello to the man stocking your vegetables and congratulate him on his resurrection.
So them I'm not dead.
He's a character, but there's not really a happy ending to this story, unfortunately. Because the government sells the death file complete with Social Security numbers, Stephen and others are at risk of identity theft, and they could be for the rest of their lives. The government is giving Stephen free credit monitoring, but only for 1 year.
Seems so unfair.
Yeah, and what a nightmare once the banks and the credit cards and everybody has that information, and then the onus is on you to take all the time to correct it.
Yeah, they give it to nine different government agencies that provide benefits. It can be a real nightmare.
What a mess.